Hello, Facebook world. It is a sunny day here in Queensland. Such a beautiful day here. Wherever you guys are tuning in from, I hope you are having a wonderful day, or if you're in America, having a good night. I think it's probably about 9 o'clock your guys' time in America. I'm finding it so hard to find the right timing to get on these Facebook live calls because we're almost 12 hours apart. It's about noon here, and I think it's like 9 o'clock over in Wisconsin where I'm from and where most of you guys are from. So I try to get on early in the morning, but this seems to be a good time as well. So what are you guys up to today? Hi Jessica, hi Amanda. How are you guys? How was your day? What did you get up to? So what I was going to talk to you guys about today is I know that there's so many women out there that they're not exactly insanely miserable, but not happy with the way that your life is going, whether it's job-related, health-related, relationships, whatever it is. Too often we kind of accept what is showing up in our lives and just kind of go with that instead of consciously choosing what we want, setting goals for exactly what it is that we want in life, and then choosing to go after it. And sometimes even when we do set goals, they end up being ridiculously hard and we get down on ourselves and, hi Kate! So sometimes even when we do set goals, we don't hit them, and then that causes a whole mess of misery as well. I hope you guys can still hear me. It's quite windy. Anyway, so what I wanted to share with you guys today is some tips on how to come out of that feeling of just being miserable and not insanely happy with what you have going on in your life, and instead to start living a life that lights you up and that makes you super excited to get out of bed every day. So give me some love hearts if that sounds like you, if you are just feeling a little bit, unhappy with your circumstances going on in your life right now. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be health. It could be your job, your lack of a job, or maybe you have a business and it's just not working out the way that you had hoped. Maybe your relationship isn't exactly where you want it to be, or you're just having struggles in any of the areas of your life. And so what it comes down to is that sometimes you just have to you have to make a conscious choice to claim what you want out of life instead of just allowing whatever happens to happen. Because oftentimes if you're just allowing things that show up to be exactly what is meant for you, it's not always right. Like for instance, with me, I started working in cafe jobs here in Australia for my working holiday visa, and I did so because if I work in a cafe doing hospitality, I can continue to stay here for another year. So I put that out to the universe. I manifested it. I manifested actually the exact job that I wanted. And even sometimes when we do that, we come to find out that it's not what we really wanted in the first place. And we find ways that it's just not the right fit for us. And there's beauty and lessons in all of that too, because you can either choose to let the thing that is bringing you misery to keep you down, or you can find the lesson in it, choose to embrace the lesson and move forward, doing the best that you can to change the situation. For instance, I started working in 2 different cafes. One of them just reminded me of my waitressing jobs back in Wisconsin, and I absolutely hated it. I cried on almost every shift just because I'm such a sensitive person, and the manager was just absolute hell. So I ended up just taking a leap and leaving there. because I was actually like so unhappy there. But I learned the lesson. I realized that it wasn't exactly what I wanted, and that even if I don't get my 3 months of hospitality in, to be able to stay here for a second year, that's fine. I can always come back on a different visa. I can do a bunch of traveling, whatever. And then the other job, I actually manifested a job exactly what I wanted. As soon as I came to Queensland, I found out that there was a cat cafe, which is, it's like a cafe where you have coffee, only there's a lounge area where you can hang out with. Over there, they have 13 or 14 different cats right now. So I was like, oh my God, yes, that is like my dream job because I love cats. Hi, Missy. Hi, Bonnie. So I had manifested that job, and I was so excited at first until I realized that I had to clean up after 13 different cats. I wasn't just going to be able to cuddle with cats all day. So I found the lesson in it. Another... it was kind of a situation that was coming up where I needed to learn to speak up for what I wanted, and instead of just allowing whatever was happening to me to just be, to just like go with the flow and, oh, this is just where I'm meant to be, I learned that I needed to stand up for what I wanted to be able to be happy in that job. So that's one instance of needing to be able to consciously put out there exactly what you want in life. Otherwise, you're just going to be miserable because you're just taking things as they come. So if you're in a job that you're unhappy with, you're in a relationship that you're unhappy with, your health isn't the best, or your body isn't looking the way that you want it to, that doesn't mean that you're absolutely stuck forever. The reason that you are miserable and that you are unhappy, and just give me some likes if that might be you right now. You're just not in the right place, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever it might be. So if you are feeling that way, you're feeling quite unhappy, that is actually your soul just craving for more. And it's such a good sign. Like, it sounds so horrible, but being miserable is actually a really fucking good thing, because it's telling you that you need to stand the fuck up and do something that's going to make you happy. And it may take some work, it may take some soul searching to find something that really lights your soul up. But once you find it and you can tap into that, like how I've found this voice of mine, where I'm able to share on soul purpose and those kinds of things, and that actually lights me up. Like, I could do live videos all day, every day, and just spout out content and books and so much about life purpose and fear and stepping outside your comfort zone. All that stuff, like, makes me so happy. So when you can tap into something that makes you so hella happy, I mean, it could be something like fitness. It could be going to the beach. Like, that's one thing that I love, and so I try to go to the beach at least once a week. I try to do it more, but living in this beautiful, amazing place, I have that opportunity. So I take the chance. Thank you, Bonnie. So I take the chance to do the things that bring me joy every day, and that's what keeps me feeling happy and feeling like I can take on the world. Even when I was working in jobs that I didn't like, and I'm still at that job because I'm finding my transition point to be able to get from there to actually where I want to be, but it doesn't always happen in one fell swoop, and that's part of the way that sometimes we get hung up, because we think, oh, I wish I was there, I wish I was there, I wish I was there, but all the wishing in the world doesn't get you there. It's tiny steps over time that are going to be able to take you from where you are to where you want to be. So what it takes from being in a place where you feel so super miserable with a job, relationship, whatever it might be, figure out exactly what you want. And it might take a lot of digging, just digging deep into yourself. But I would say pull out a piece of paper or pull up a document on your computer or something, and you might want to meditate for a little bit before you do it too, just to quiet your mind and get out of that headspace. But it's a good idea to think about exactly what makes you happy and exactly what you want in life. And no filters. Don't be afraid. Hi, Caroline. Don't be afraid to dig really deep and just kind of figure out what it is that you would do if you couldn't fail. If money didn't matter, if nothing mattered, what would you do every day because it makes you so excited? And then just start doing those things. Even if it's just, once a month or for like 20-minute time periods every day. Just find little pockets where you can start living the life you love. Even, while working in a job you hate, you can still find time to do things that you love. Say that you're like me and you love going to the beach. Well, if you work an 8-hour day, you can go during your lunch break, you can go after work, you can go during the weekend, and just take that time to connect into yourself and just feel so effing excited to be there. So it's just about finding those little things that light you up and continuing to do them. And eventually it'll start to take a bigger hold in your life, and it'll start making huge, huge shifts in who you are as a person and what you know that you want and what you deserve. And that's the other thing. It's sometimes we end up manifesting jobs that we think that we deserve, even if we're striving to make like an internet marketing business work or an MLM business or whatever it is so that we can work from home, or just a business of completely of your own. And you've been struggling to make it work. If you don't actually have the belief in yourself and the self-worth that you are worthy of working from home, that you're worthy of making that kind of money, that you're worthy of making that kind of impact, no matter how much time and effort you put into it, it's not going to work. Which is really hard to hear, but you have to do that inner work on yourself and start to feel worthy, start to have that belief in yourself, start to have faith that you have what it takes. And honestly, you are part of this whole universe. The entire universe is you. Like, your spirit is connected to everything else. So there's nothing that says that the next person is any more worthy than you are to achieve something, even if it is a hella big something. Like, I have dreams to speak on massive stages. I have dreams to be like the #1 transformational coach. I have huge, huge dreams, and there's nothing saying that Tony Robbins is any better of a person than I am. Yes, he has done some hella awesome work, but there's nothing that separates him from me in being able to achieve my dreams. So what you have to do is have that full belief in yourself, fully feel worthy of everything that you want, and choose to let yourself have it. Claim that life. And don't settle for a job that makes you unhappy, even if you have to find pieces out of that job that you do love, or if you have to find a transition job to get you to the next thing, or if you have to go back to school, or if you have to have really hard talks with people that are super negative in your life to just phase them out. Whatever it is to make you happy, just know that you are worth that happiness, and to just claim it, because you are worthy of it. So that's the final tip I have for you guys today. But what I wanted to tell you about, I am so super excited about this. I am launching a new program. I just decided yesterday that I was going to do this, so I don't have all the details with me right now. I'm coming up with it, and it's insane. So it's going to be about like finding your purpose and stepping out and doing all the shit that you are so scared of, because that is where you're going to grow. So it's going to be about finding your purpose, finding passion, and just starting to live a life that you absolutely are in love with. It's going to be about like manifesting all the things in your life that you want, like all the cool jobs, or, you know, having your own business, getting the love of your life, whatever it is that you want to manifest. Like, that's what it's going to be all about. I don't have all the details with me right now, but it is going to be insane. So I started a group, and I just opened it up for people to get into it yesterday. It's called Create a Life You Love. So I left the link in the description of this video. So just click on that, hit the join button, and I will let you guys in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be hosting all sorts of different freebies and stuff all throughout the week, and giving you guys little hints about what's going to be in the program and things like that. And I also have links in that group right now for how you can get into my one-on-one coaching program for free right now. I have 5 spots open, and they will not be open for long. So I'm just doing that to sort of give back into, you know, helping people find their purpose, get unstuck, whatever their blocks are, blast through that shit. So if you want to get a spot in my free coaching, make sure that you get in. Actually, I don't have the link in there yet. But yeah, you can send me a message, and I will make sure to send you the link to my coaching calendar and get you a spot in there. Right now they are free, but very soon I will be, so only for 5 spots, and then I will be charging for my coaching. So anyways, get in the group, send me a message if you want one of those coaching spots, and I promise that I will keep you guys up to date with everything that is going on with this launch, because like I said, I don't have all the details right now, but it is going to be epic. So epic. Like, if you are feeling stuck, you want something better out of your life, that is where you need to be. All right, so I will keep you up to date, and in the meantime, go out there and create a life you love, because it all starts with you.